Welcome to my channel. Let's learn how to cut and sew this beautiful bubu gown. I'll use a pattern paper to illustrate how to cut the style so that you understand, because I'll be using a dark fabric to sew it. So for you to understand proper, let me use this paper to explain. The first thing I'll do is to draw a vertical line which will serve as my center front. So I'll just draw the line straight to the end of my pattern paper. My paper is not straight at that point. That's the reason for the vertical line. This vertical line will be my center front. The next line I will draw is an horizontal line, which is the shoulder line. But before I draw the shoulder line, I need to measure my neck circumference. So whatever your neck circumference is, you divide it by 2 and add 0.5 inches to it. Then also you add your zipper allowance. Whatever is your zipper allowance, if it is 1 or 1.5 or 2 inches, you will add all together and mark from the top of your pattern paper to get the shoulder line. This line I'm drawing now is the shoulder line. Once I'm done with the shoulder line, I'll mark 3 from the center front, and from that 3 I'll mark 5 inches. This is to get my shoulder slant. Then from the 5 I'll come down 1.5 inches, and I will draw a slant line from the 3 inches to the 1.5 inches. And because it is a very long cut together shoulder and sleeve, I will extend this my shoulder slant till I get to the end of my sleeve. Before then, let me mark my shoulder divided by 2 so that I will know where my shoulder end, which is also the beginning of my sleeve. So after marking my shoulder point, then I will now mark my sleeve. It depends on what your sleeve is or how long you want the sleeve to be. In this case, I'll be using 20 as the sleeve length. So I'll mark that. Then I will draw another vertical line to mark the end, or to mark where my sleeve will be, which is also, if you look at the bubu, it's more like a rectangle. So I'll just mark it down straight to the end of my pattern so that I can draw down my shoulder slant to meet that line. The next thing to do is to work on the neckline. I will mark 3 inches by 3 inches. Just for reference purpose, we won't be cutting this particular neckline. So I'll just mark 3 inches by 3 inches. Now to work on that halter neck, it is an halter neck bubu. I want my off shoulder to be on my shoulder. That is my shoulder divided by 2. That is the point I want it to be. But if you want yours to fall more, you can go further down. But I'm okay with that. My shoulder divided by 2, that point, I'm okay with it. So I'll just mark it. Then now, for the halter neck, if you like, you can maintain this 3 inches. But I will use 2.5 inches. So for my center front, I will mark 2.5 inches. Then I will now connect from that my shoulder depth to the 2.5 inches. You can use a straight line if you want, or you curve it, but I feel the curved one is better, so you can just curve it to meet the 2.5 inches. Then the 2.5 inches, I will mark it till I get to the upper part, and you see that is the reason why we left that hairs at the upper part. So 2.5 inches, and I'll just draw the line straight down, and that is the line that will serve as the halter neck that will go around the neck like the collar, if you understand what I mean. So I'll just draw my line like that. Then I'll try to connect that. If you like, you can come in. If you don't want 2.5, you can reduce it if you want, but I'm maintaining the 2.5 inches. So I'll just smoothing this line. Now to work on this keyhole, from this 3 inches center front, I'll come down by 2.5 inches. Come down by 2.5 inches. Then I'll mark the center of that my 2.5 inches. Mark the center, which is 1.25 inches. Then I'll go in by 0.25, depending on how wide you want that keyhole to be. Then I'll just connect it. I'll just connect it. Once I'm done connecting, that is all for this pattern. I'll just cut it out. So this is the pattern for the front. Then we'll draft that of the back. Now the back has zipper allowance, so I'll just mark out my zipper allowance. Whatever you want your zipper allowance to be, you just mark it out. Now work on the shoulder. I'll mark 3 inches. I'll mark 5 inches. I'll come down by 1.5 inches. I'll draw my shoulder slant. Then now after drawing this shoulder slant, I will mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus my sleeve, so that I can know where my shoulder slant will end, just like we did for the front. Once I'm done with that, I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. Then I'll mark the 2.5 inches, just like I marked for the front. Then I will draw the curve from that shoulder point to that is all for the back. If you want it to go deeper, you can redraw that curve, so you can just modify it as you want. You can redraw the curve just as I'm doing. So I'll just cut out this pattern, then I'll take it to my fabric. My pattern paper is not long, but I will extend it on the fabric. I will extend it when I want to cut it on the fabric. So let me just cut out my pattern, and I will use it to cut my fabric. I'll come back to show you what I have. I already used the front pattern to cut my fabric, and like I said, my pattern is not long enough, so I had to extend the fabric like this to the length I want. And when you look at the style, it has fringe, so you have to minus the length of the fringe from whatever you want. I slit open this side until I get to the keyhole, to the end of the keyhole. I hope you can see it. I open it till I get to the end of the keyhole. I shaped that hole on the fabric because that's the halter neck. When it's open, this is what it looks like, and that is what will go to join the back. This is the sleeve, and I marked the end of my shoulder. I notched it. That is the part that will be the coat shoulder that will be opened. So let me show you the back, how it looks like. Alright, so this is the back also. I extended it because it's not long enough, and it's cut into two because of the zipper. You know, there will be a zipper at the center back, and it's long. That's all. So let's go and sew. If you have an overlocking machine, you can overlock all the edges at this point. But if you don't have overlocking machine, from that shoulder point, you double fold at that point just to hem it. But if you have overlocking machine, you can overlock, then you fold once. So this point I'm touching, you are going to fold it. Now we are going to double fold here till we get to the rope, and we'll do that for the other side too. We are going to stop at that point, that shoulder point. That is where you are going to stop. So I'll do that and come back to show you what I have. So I already hemmed that part on both sides. Now the next thing is to go sew the zipper allowance of the back part. At this point I already joined the zipper allowance for the back. The next thing I'll do also is to fold the shoulder part. I'll fold it till I get to the end of my shoulder. I'll fold it twice. I'll hem it, you understand, just as we did for the front. So let me do that and come back to show you the next step. At this point I already hem the back, the shoulder part of the back. So now I will lose the zipper allowance a little bit, maybe like 3 inches downward, so that we can join the front and the back together. So at this point I already lose it, and this is the back. You see, this is the back. Now I will bring the front, lay it on the back, and try as much as possible to explain to you how to connect the neck. I will make the rope cross one another. They will cross each other, and I will go attach it to the neck of the back. Just watch as I will do it. So after crossing right side to right side, I will pin it and I will go and sew it. I hope you can see it. Sorry that I'm using a dark fabric, but if you follow it step by step, you get it. And I will do that to the other side as well. And I'll take it to my sewing machine to sew, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. At this point, I'm done sewing. I just want to put this white paper underneath so that you can see it. So the next thing will now be to go and fold the part on this neckline that I have not folded. I'll fold it. I'll go around until I get to the keyhole and to the other side. Then once I'm done with that, I will join the shoulder, the front and the back. I will join the sleeve, rather, not the shoulder now. I will join the sleeves, and that will be all. Now if you want to add your fringe, you can now add the fringe and do the side joining. You add your zipper, you add your fringe to the side, you add your fringe to the lower part. Just trying to show you now the points to fold on the neckline. Now this is what it looks like. The mannequin is small. The shoulder of the mannequin is small for the actual shoulder that I use. That's why it's falling. If not, it's not supposed to fall. It's supposed to stand on the shoulder like this. And you see the neck, it will go around. And I've not fixed my zipper, so it's not tight on the neck. But I'm just trying to show you what it looks like. I hope you have an idea of how to sew the bubu. It's actually very simple and easy to sew. I will finish the other things off camera, so you won't see the final products anyway, but you should have an idea of what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. So let me just show you. This is the sleeve, the joint sleeve already. I'll just put fringe and connect it and join. Then I'll add fringe to the lower part And that will be all. I hope you have learned something new today. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.